Hi, Molly.
That's gonna happen because we're all.
We're in an echo chamber.
Your phone is on. You gotta turn that on.
Hello.
Hey, Carla.
Hey.
There's a horrible echo. Did this start as soon as when I hopped on, or is it all the case?
We're muted. Are you muted?
I'm not.
Okay, at least I don't hear that echo. Well, it looks like everybody but my team is on right now.
But yeah, he I know, I thought, oh man, I said, I know, Amanda Root by. Oh. I think we hear you.
Yeah.
Oh. You can't turn the sound down or anything?
Hey, Brent, can you hear me okay?
I can hear whoever is speaking, but it's a pretty bad echo, and so I need to determine if my involvement here in this connection is what's causing that echo.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I have people working here tonight, so I have to wear my mask.
Okay. Frank, I've got you. Emily, I've got you. Harold,
I'm here.
okay.
Yep, I'm here.
Looks like we have quorum. Do we have Jim yet?
I'm here.
My thing on this.
All right, do we have Jim Bogdan on?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll go about one more minute. I'm actually snagging some Wi-Fi here at Mamma Mia in Centerville. I had to drop my daughter off at
Hey, are you
soccer
getting on?
practice. So
All right, thanks. Bye.
um, I am concerned about my connection.
Jim said he'd be on in a second.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You already paid, correct?
Yes, thank you.
I'm just curious. I don't want
Linda.
Okay,
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Frank.
okay, we have Jim on, that's great. So if we can bring the meeting to order, awesome. I think I've explained a couple times, I'm on a
Happy birthday, Brian.
possibly an unstable connection, so if I drop off, can I get a volunteer from the commission just to pick up the gavel for me if that were the case? Anybody? Okay, well then, I'll run this.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Okay. All right. So first things first, do we have a motion to approve the minutes of the prior meeting?
Motion to approve
Second?
minutes.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Terrific. Meeting minutes have passed. They are currently on the town website. Launching into new business, Jim, you have two other renderings that you wanted to share with us. Is that correct? For the Ajax Park?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to share your screen?
You should be able to already. I don't think I restricted you. Oh, all participants.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second here.
Then Jim, I'm going to mute myself. Okay, there's a lot of background noise here, so the floor is yours.
Okay, can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the plan that we agreed on last time. I've added the notice on the edge of the toddler playground. I added the safety bollards. I think we heard from the neighbors, it's basically keeping most things the same, except new toddler playground equipment and the walkway to the trail. Does this adequately convey what has been recommended?
Is that the basketball court the same size as it is now?
Yeah, it's the existing court, one hoop, no lines, trash can in the middle, everything the same.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah,
Is somebody saying something I can barely hear?
Jim, keep going.
Okay. So then, this is a third suggestion.
Sorry, can I ask a question back there? I'm sorry. I didn't know you.
Yeah.
Is the hoop face, is next to the Tyler playground? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's exactly,
is there
that's
a-
where it is.
And is there a fence there between the basketball court and the Tyler's playground?
There is not, because there is not one now, and that was not suggested.
Okay. And what's the size of the Tyler's playground?
The court,
No, the Tyler's playground,
same size as it is now.
which is what?
Oh, okay, well, if we go to go here, you can see looks like about 50 by 20.
Okay. And you're not changing the size of the court? The court stays the same size it was?
It's the same, no change. It's the
Okay, I understand now. Thank you.
same slab of asphalt. Okay, then the third plan is a pared down one from Plan A. Does not extend into the parking lot at all. Extends the basketball court out to, it says 72 feet. It's supposed to say 74. That's a typo. Wait a minute, is this the right file? There were some other tweaks. Excuse me. Okay, this is this is Plan C. So again, the asphalt would be 80 feet long, the court itself 74, which is considered standard for junior high school, for middle schools. And it would involve moving the existing toddler play sets from where it says side D down into the easement.
Jim, I don't think you have the right diagram on here that you did with the toddler playground moved over inside A, B, C, and D.
I'm sorry?
You had, I thought I saw a diagram you had that had A, B, C, and D on the court, and you had the toddler playground moved where the public art sculpture is.
Yeah, that's what,
I can't, but
oh, let's see. Maybe, hang on. This is, here it is. I'm learning how to work Zoom. It didn't come up. Why didn't it come up? Let me try another way. more than one way to here it is.
Is this meeting being recorded?
See if this works.
Yes.
Yes, it is. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, it says recording.
So can you all see this?
Jim, I see your slide. It says Plan C.
Yeah. So this is Plan C, moving the playset down, extending the court. Now this should cost substantially less.
You want me to go over some costs?
Sure.
Okay, I've talked to a contractor and some different folks about the new poles. This plan would cost approximately $15,000 versus close to $100,000 for the other plan. The nice thing about this plan is that the toddler play set is still there. The swing set is still there. And I did find out that the parking lot, I'm glad someone brought that up last week because I found out who owns it. It's Jim and Sheila Berry. They're good friends of mine. And I found out that there's a 15-foot easement going all the way down to the court. So there's really no way that that parking lot can be cut off. In regards to the dog fountain, he felt that was not a good idea because I think some of the neighbors didn't like that idea. And in regards to the toddler playground where it was in the parking lot, someone's made a good point that someone could put the foot on their gas pedal and drive right down and run into it, even though we had protective barriers. I have someone that's going to donate the lines, and I spoke to Jimmy Reynolds at Radcliffe Creek School, and he's either going to do the painting or get the kids from the school to come over and paint the town medallion in the center. And I plan to have kids from around the community to go out and raise money for this project. So, I don't know. And the Berries were in approval of a court going here. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Frank. Hey, Jim, one point of order. When you shared Plan B, I noticed you toggled between two different files, so I just wanted to make sure that the Plan B you shared is indicative of what you wanted to share.
Okay, here it is. So again, the toddler playground, exactly the same footprint, same berms around it, but with new equipment.
I have several questions if I can, if it's appropriate now.
The swings weren't in the easement in the other Plan B.
You mean the one I just showed her earlier? That was the wrong file. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you never showed us this before then? I have a question about the basketball court. Last week you said it was going to be 12 feet shorter, but you couldn't tell us how much larger it would be. Could you tell us that this week?
Yeah, it's the court itself would be 35 by 74. The asphalt would be 36 by 80.
So how much bigger is that than it is now?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah. Again, you can see the yellow dotted line is the outline of the existing asphalt. So
So if I could ask a couple questions. I guess, I forget the A has bicycle racks. I guess B and C do not have bicycle racks. Is that correct?
There's no place to put them.
Oh, no, just a question. I didn't, and also, I just would note that if you're gonna really do a playground, even moving or putting new, you're gonna have to conform to legal requirements for safety, whatever. And that's clearly on its own more than $15,000 to have that. And as well, so you ought to be cognizant of that. You can't just move the equipment over. And I don't know about this area, but I do know that you have to have certain padding under it, and other kinds of requirements. And I don't know exactly what they are. But if you're going to have a new playground, even if you're using existing equipment, you're for town insurance purposes and safety purposes, you're going to have to meet the requirements for safety in the playground and the kinds of requirements that they have, whatever they are.
We're not proposing putting new playground equipment. That's the town's equipment. It's on the easement. It shouldn't possibly even be there, and it's out of code. So we could just move the toddler playground, and when the new playground goes up, then people can go down there and use the playground down there. It's going to be really extensive. They're going to have a $200,000 playground. It's going to be enough for everyone.
If it gets approved. If it does, the state, who knows
It's
what
my
they're doing.
understanding it's not rated for toddlers, but for 5 years old and up.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but this is our plan. The town can do what they want with the playground. It shouldn't be there anyhow, but if they want to move it there, that's fine. We're focusing on the basketball court. That's what we originally started at. We've changed it 4 times, and this is our proposal. The toddler playground, and as I said, the existing swing set are not in code already.
All right, thank you.
Okay, with that in mind, we've had plans B shared to the group, plan C as well. The plan is to provide council with a menu of ideas, both from the committee, with input from the town, understanding that not everything's going to be mirrored. Ultimately, our elected officials, I mean, they stand for election. This is their job to listen to people. So we're going to give them a menu of ideas, starting with A, which we said we would include last meeting. Given Jim's presentation of Plan B, is there a motion to enter that into the menu of ideas that CRC will present to council?
I'd like to present a motion to vote on option 3 and eliminate the other 2 options. Option 3 only. And I'd also like to have it where we can start building the basketball court, even if the other Wilmer Park doesn't work, because that could tie this court up for a long time.
Yeah.
They have the playground, they have the swing set, the town can work on that, or they can work it out at the meeting, whatever they want to do. I did, Molly brought up something really important, to raise the money before we get started. So I agree to that, but it's a lot less money that we need to raise. So I think we could get it done fairly soon. So I think, but I'd like to present this to the town with the option that we can start once we raise the money, no matter what happens in Wilmer Park.
Okay.
Frank, I have a question.
And eliminate
question.
Plan 1 and or A and eliminate Plan B. Just go to the town council with this one plan.
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a seconded motion. I'll do a roll call vote. Harold, are you for Frank's motion?
Yeah, I motion to move forward.
Emily,
Yeah.
Nat,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes,
okay, and Frank,
Yes.
just to confirm. Okay. So the motion to scuttle Plan A and present Plan C as the CRC plan.
And scuttle Plan B also.
And Plan
Well, that's
B,
just what it is now.
Plan C is the presented plan that we will give next week to town council. That motion is
Mr.
passed.
Chairman,
Yes,
yeah, just a point of order. I'm sorry, you're gonna get some feedback.
hey Chip, I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, if I turn on my mic, I'm gonna get feedback.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. There's feedback, but we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Well, I just want to make a point for those of us that are trying to watch and participate in this process. These various plans, the way they're being shown to us who have to participate remotely, we're not seeing all the verbiage at the bottom. We're not getting the benefit to read all these notes. And we understand it's the committee's prerogative to take this vote and make a recommendation to the mayor and council. But please know, there are more questions than there are answers about these various plans. And if we can't get answers here, we'll just be asking them of the mayor and council.
Understood. The plan that you see here is going to be included as exhibit, as an attachment to the presentation. So your concern is noted and appreciated. And mayor and council are at
Just
the
to be
ready
clear, I
hear any
wasn't-
feedback.
What I was pointing out is that the public hasn't had a chance to review what you're looking at. I understand what you're saying is you're going to give the mayor and council all that information, but you didn't really even give the public a chance to fully look at this, but that's your choice.
Okay. I can say history. If history is indication, the mayor and council rarely vote on anything that requires allocations the same day that it's presented. And so our presentation to the council should note that you want the plan broadcast as much as possible for feedback. I think that's a fair expectation.
I should note that this whole controversy has certainly gotten a lot more attention than almost anything else the town has dealt with in recent months, including through the media. So everybody who's wanted to participate has had the opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to move forward on the next agenda item, please. And
Excuse me, Brent, could I speak?
Sure.
And, as Chip said, I guess it's the rec commission's prerogative to move forward a plan in front of the town meeting, but I'm so disappointed because I feel as though you were just playing along and preparing a plan that represented what you thought we were asking about, which was to beautify what was there, to make sure that the toddler playground was provided for. And basically what you've just said is, you've moved most of it into an area that they're not even going to be able to use. So we're moving forward with the basketball court because that's what we're doing. And I just feel I'm disappointed in the commission that they're not listening. You're not listening to the businesses that are in existence right now around that area.
And to quote you, Frank, at the first meeting, you said, all you want to do is have kids be able to come here and play. Is that so wrong? Well, it's a shame they're not going to have anything to play on but another basketball court when there's about 7 in the town to play on now. And furthermore, you said your sole purpose to be on this commission was to bring youth and young people to this community. Well, a toddler playground on the rails to trails would certainly be a very attractive way to do it. And I thought the commission was supposed to be listening to the public's thoughts, not just their own.
Well, all I can say is the original plan we had in the parking lot, I thought was a good plan, and everything about it was wrong. I mean, the cars driving in, the parking lot can be blocked off, the pavilion was in the wrong place, and plus we have an easement with the railroad. So until the easement, and maybe Chip has found out something about the easement, I don't know. But the easement's there and that's a problem. So one other thing I wanted to add is that the Public Art Council, they're coming out with some really nice playground art to play on it for kids. And I haven't seen the pictures. Jim might have seen some of it, but we were thinking that that would also go in this area where the easement is when the playground goes. So
Okay,
we'll find out more about that.
Thanks for listening to our concerns. Really appreciate you taking them into consideration.
We have.
okay, I'm moving forward. There was a motion made and it passed. And so I'm going to the next agenda item, which is, because we're up against time. And so I want our commission to assist on the comp plan, not directly with the planning commission, but to offer suggestions on how our parks can be used looking forward. And so I want each of us to take one of the parks in town, discuss, take a look at the comp plan, how it's currently being, how the comp plan currently reads for each park, and then brainstorm ideas of how each park can be used going forward, and then submitting those notes to the planning commission so that they can incorporate them, if they wish, into the next comp plan. And so each of us can take a park. We will do that. I will assign that. I'll assign it based upon where the park is and where each of you are in terms of your ward. And that's going to be our action items and heading into the next meeting. It is 6:30. I allotted half an hour for this meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
So moved. Okay, we will see the commission on the next meeting, which will be the first non-council Monday of each month. That way you have a majority of the month. I'd rather get to work on the beginning part of the month as opposed to the end. And also Mondays are better as opposed to Thursdays. It's just the weekend gets in the way. And so I think that's a good move. So, all right, thank you all. And I will see you at the next meeting.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right.
Aye.
Here.